3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
We are back for another day of podcasting fun. Hello, friends. Puff and Steph here. Hey, girl. Hey, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Hey, I love your shirt. It's always a good day when you wear that.
For those of you who are watching, I'm not going to tell the people just listening what it says. You gotta watch. So there. All right.
Check it out.
Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. You're looking for a car, go see our friends over at Freisinger Hyundai. They also did a bang-up job with Steph's car. Can you tell us, how's your car running? Is it cool AC?
Yes, it has been amazing. I was told by another company that I took it to get fixed that my AC compressor was leaking. Took it to Freisinger, which was going to be very expensive to fix. Took it to Freisinger. They were able to tell me that it's actually not leaking. It just needed Freon. Yeah. So, people have been taken advantage of, most people who have a car before.
What do you do in that situation? Do you call the shop that you were at and be like, hey, what kind of bull crap are you guys trying to pull?
I kind of want to, but I'm really
should.
bad with confrontation.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes.
Do you want to do it on the show?
Oh no. I'm scared.
I'll beep all the pertinent information.
Yeah, you could do it. You could just do it for me.
Oh, I will rip them a new one.
Yes, because it was going to cost me like $600-700 to get a whole new unit. And Freisinger was like, it's not leaking. You just need Freon, which is way more affordable, and it's fixed.
You're like,
it's great.
Who you think you're messing with? Don't you think I would get a second opinion? Do you think I'm stupid? Is that what you think of me? You're dealing with mother bleeping Steph, also known as Steffers, also known as the Hammer.
That's what they call me.
Yeah.
Right. I think they just try to take advantage of you and get more money because, Freon's only this much. But if we tell her she needs a whole new unit,
wow.
She's a dumb girl. She'll probably fall for it and we'll get a lot more money out of her.
That's really messed up.
Isn't that messed up? But the guys at Freisinger were completely honest with me. They're like, we're not putting a new compressor in this. You don't need it. We put some Freon in and it's been amazing ever since. So God bless them.
Good. Good for you. Good for them. Bad for the dealership trying to take advantage of Steffers. How dare you?
Right? Thank you.
How dare you? All right.
How could you?
All right. Time for this is a fun would you rather. No right or wrong answer. It's completely there's no morality in there. Just whatever you want. This is a good one. Would you rather live in an amusement park or a zoo?
Oh, this is fun. See, I almost went to amusement park instantly because I love amusement parks, but I also love animals.
Right.
So it's a tough one. What would you pick?
I'm gonna go zoo, just because I too like a good zoo. I went to the zoo up in Rochester when I was visiting my parents. I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. And that was the last zoo I've been to. But I really enjoy zoos. I do. I enjoy... This is going to sound weird, but I enjoy, looking at the animals and reading the thing they have about them. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm very impatient at zoos. I like to zip through them fast. And if it's an animal I don't care about, I just skip it and be like, I don't care about you. So,
I don't care about the flamingos.
Right. I'm like, what are you going to teach me about a meerkat? I don't care.
Yeah.
But... I would probably say zoo, just because, it's tough. If I live in an amusement park, that means I have access to the amusement park food.
Oh, game changer.
Yeah, the zoos are normally they have a cafeteria, and if I want a burger, I go get a burger.
Right.
But I'm just thinking of the really good stuff at Hershey Park.
Oh, yeah.
Probably weigh 80 more pounds than I do right now.
Right. But if you're let's go all in and just have milkshakes that have pieces of cake on top of them, like they do at Hershey Park, just go for it. I think I'd pick amusement park. You sold me on it.
I'm here for the regular. But he lives here. He has a problem.
Milkshake every single morning for breakfast.
But I'm going to say zoo. I'm just going to say zoo. Just I think it would be better for. I think it'd be fun just to walk around the zoo, start a rapport with the tigers. Good stuff.
That would be cool. And I'm with you. I actually really like reading the like informational thing. And sometimes there's like a zoologist standing at certain like places, and you can ask them questions. I really like that education part of it.
Like, hi, would you like to know more about a prairie dog? And I'm like, no. Like, why don't like who says yes? I came here to learn about the prairie dog. All right.
Okay, wait. I love prairie dogs.
While over there is a freaking lion. Like, can you go stand near the lion and tell me about the lion? Oh, you're a prairie dog expert. That's what you grew up to be? That's what are your parents proud of you? Is that a thing? I didn't realize prairie dog expert was a field of study.
The world needs them, Puff. Somebody's got to do it.
I would just be judging them like crazy.
But prairie dogs are so cute. I love them.
Okay, whatever. All right. So I say zoo. You say
amusement park for the food mostly.
Okay. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. This we're shifting gears to a very different thing. This came across when I was looking for stuff. So this came across like my news feed when I'm looking for things to talk about. There's a dating app review website. So if you are on dating apps, you go and review the dating apps on this one. This website isn't a dating app. It's a dating app review website. So this website or this app worked, this app didn't, things like that. It's called Dating.ru. It analyzed Google search data to come up with a ranking of the hottest cartoon women ever.
I thought they were rating dating websites. Now they rate cartoon women,
Well,
too?
normally they do. This is just something they put out to get attention, and it's working. The site analyzed search volume data for countries across the world for cartoon character sexy to see which characters people were looking up the most. Now, I don't know, Steph, if you've ever watched anything animated and went, wow, that guy's hot, or that cartoon character is a hunk.
Actually, this is weird, and I'm a little hesitant about saying this publicly, but
Do it.
I think that Kristoff from Frozen is so cute. Like, if he was a real life person, hello, I'd be all over that. I think he's so cute.
Okay, all right. Which one is he? The snowman? I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So at least you picked a human, right? He's a human person being.
He is. He's a cutie.
The number one most searched for sexy cartoon character from Space Jam, Lola Bunny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I could see that because she's supposed to be that way, I guess. She's supposed to be sexy.
But it's a bunny. It's an animal.
But
There's so many things wrong with that. It's a cartoon character, and it's a bunny. At least you picked a human being. At least you picked a man.
Right. This is kind of disturbing, the fact that it's an animal.
Here's the thing. I'm just double checking. Make sure. The only non-human on this list is Lola Bunny, and she was number one.
Oh, good. So at least the others are like humans.
Lola Bunny, on a monthly basis, Google logs over 4,500 searches for sexy images of Lola Bunny.
Who's doing that in their free time and why?
I've never done
What
that.
are you doing with those images?
Okay, let's go through this list. This is just women. So think if there's any other men, all right? Be thinking about that. Marge Simpson is in second place. Zelda from the Legend of Zelda video game. Velma from Scooby-Doo. Kim Possible from the Disney show. Wasn't she like a kid?
Yeah, she's in high school, so that's mildly disturbing.
More or less than a bunny. Princess Peach from the Mario games. Now we're talking. Number 7 is the first one I thought of. How it's number 7, I don't even know. But Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's not a real... She was a person. But she was married to Roger Rabbit, so she took his last name. So she was Jessica Rabbit.
That's great.
She was smoking hot.
That's right.
At least
she had the tiny little waist, the big chest, all that.
Yeah. Elsa from Frozen came in at number 8. Tinkerbell was number 9.
She's so little.
She's little. And Lois Griffin from Family Guy rounds out your top 10.
Lois Griffin?
Yeah.
Is she sexy? I'm asking from the point of view of a man.
Yeah, she doesn't do it for me. Anyway, so I'm looking at this, and I'm like, it just doesn't. This is gross. Like, I feel weird, especially with Lola Bunny number 1. Jessica Rabbit's the only one I could think of, but she was like supposed to be. And you said Kristoff, but you women get way better choices than us guys, I think.
Well, see, I don't know though, because like all the Disney princesses and most of those like female characters in movies have like tiny little waist, like they're very skinny, they're built the way that, you know, a man would typically be interested in. And
the guys aren't? Big, broad shoulders, big muscular features, chiseled chin.
No, that's true. Yeah, like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Like coif hair, just like. Yeah, no, it goes both ways, I think.
No, you're right, it does. And Gaston from Beauty and the Beast is probably another one. And his personality's not attractive, but he has like the broad shoulders, chiseled chin, like the slicked back hair. He's like supposed to be attractive.
This is weird stuff to talk about. We're gonna move on. This is weird. All right, coming up next, will people just do anything to get elected?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
I don't know if you know this, Steph, but it's election season.
No way.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, totally. You know, you see the election ads, you hear them, they're everywhere.
They're terrible.
This particular candidate in a mayoral race in South Carolina tried something different to get attention. Police in the town of Sutmer say candidate Sabrina Belcher filmed herself being kidnapped, beaten, and robbed on Facebook late last Tuesday night. She told police the man had knocked out the windows in her car. She gave the police the name of a man, which turned out to be a false name. His real name was Christopher Eddy, and Belcher had been in contact with him several days before to concoct and stage the incident. She faked her kidnapping in order to obtain sympathy vote for mayor.
No. So she was framing him like, oh, somebody who doesn't like me was trying to
she wasn't framing him. She gave a false name. Like, her and this guy were in cahoots. They were together. He was just a rando. She did it so that you would go, or I would go if we were in that town. My God, did you hear what happened to that girl running for mayor, the Sabrina chick? She got kidnapped and beaten and robbed, and the windows in her car were knocked out. You know what? She deserves our vote. She does. She played the victim. She played the victim so that she would earn victim points, because that's what we do now. Everybody's a victim, and if you're a victim, it means that we need to treat you differently, and you're better than me because nothing bad happened to me, but something bad happened to you. So that means that you're a victim. So that she did all this so that she would win mayor of a small town in South Carolina.
That's horrible. So she's being like charged now, right? Like, that's illegal.
Yeah, it is. They charged her with conspiracy and filing a false police report. Probably not gonna win.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think she has good odds.
No, not at all.
See, I get sick of the ones you see on TV where they're like, can you believe Joe Biden would do this? And then they show like some black and white tape. See, I think those are bad enough, but this is on another level.
Did you hear what happened to, what was her name? Sabrina Belcher? Did you hear what happened to Sabrina Belcher? On August 14th, she got robbed and kidnapped. She needs your vote. Like,
See,
has nothing to do about her policies or anything.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I don't even know how she thought that would translate into votes. Like, maybe people would feel bad, but I don't see me going, oh, I feel bad, I'm going to vote for her. I'd just be like, oh, that sucks, but that wouldn't make me vote for her necessarily.
You think that, but some people would.
I guess.
Some people would. Like, oh my God, you know what? She deserves something good in her life. Let's give her the mayorship. Let's make her mayor. But one of her policies is like, she's just going to take our tax dollars and raise her salary. Yes, but she was robbed and beaten. She needs to be made whole again. The only way to make her whole again is to make her mayor. Let's just be nice. It's a nice thing to do. Okay?
She deserves it.
Okay, it's a nice thing to do. Just stop being a jerk for once in your life.
I guess it would work with some people.
I'm worried about you, Steph. Mental health experts say that there is such a thing as toxic positivity.
Oh no. Really? So now they're making positivity negative?
Yeah, they say being too... Now, I actually think after I read this, you're going to agree with it. They say being too positive when things are bad can be bad for your mental health. So, they say things like, stop telling people to look on the bright side of things or that things could be worse when they're dealing with something really bad in their life.
See, I do actually agree with this, because as much as I like to try to look on the bright side, as, you know, a friend, if someone in your life is going through a lot, you want to try to be optimistic and upbeat, but I'm also a huge believer that sometimes you just need to go, that sucks. Yep. I'm sorry you're going through that. Like, it just plain sucks. It doesn't always have to be, because sometimes the optimism can get annoying. If you just want someone to say, like, what you're going through sucks, you don't need the optimism, you know?
And they're saying a lot of this is happening during the pandemic, and I catch myself kind of, believe it or not, being a little too positive about things. I'll give you a perfect example. Someone I talked to, a friend of mine, is like, I really hate working from home. It's the worst thing. I'm not motivated. And then I'm like, you have a job. Like, it could be worse. You could have got fired like 40 other million people. Like, you have a job. And, and instead of, you know, being empathetic, and being like, oh, that does stink if you are used to this or that. I get it. You miss coworkers, you miss friends, but I'm like, well, at least you have a job. Your life's not that bad. Maybe you should stop whining.
See, that's the thing. You have to find the balance between being optimistic and like belittling people. Because I think sometimes if someone's going through a lot and you're just like, oh, you'll be okay. You're fine. It'll get better. It can be very belittling to what they're going through because they're not fine, So it's like a balance.
Yeah. At least you have a job. Stop whining. All right. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. I've done a bunch of weddings. This has never happened. Ever.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
In Houston, Texas, a groom was shot in the chest by a guest.
During the wedding.
Not during the ceremony, but yeah, during the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Both the shooter and the wounded groom fled the scene. That's weird. Although the newly married man was found bleeding at a house across the street, he was airlifted to a local hospital, critical condition, was later upgraded to stable condition. That's good. He's expected to make a full recovery, survive, be good.
Thank God, but why? This sounds shady.
Check this out. Witnesses, including the bride, uncooperative with the police investigation.
Oh, shady.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird. Was he wearing a bulletproof vest? Was he prepared for this?
I knew this was going to happen. I've had some things happen. I've been in a wedding where the best man said something in his best man speech that he shouldn't have about the groom's past. And there was literally a fist fight outside of the venue, and I had to calm it down.
Wow, because you do a lot of weddings with DJing. You've been to more weddings than most people.
Yeah, and you see some things, you hear some things. It turned out to be okay, but it put back the wedding put back the reception half an hour. I'm trying to calm.
I bet it kind of killed the vibe too.
No, it was actually pretty good after that.
Oh, good.
Believe it or not, things went okay. So there was that. I'm trying to think of anything else really bad happened. That was definitely the worst. I don't think anything else really bad happened. The wedding that I just did, the officiant was 45 minutes late. And they like,
That's terrible.
now luckily one of their friends was an ordained minister. So he was actually going to end up marrying them. But they finally got a hold of the officiant, and apparently she already did a wedding ceremony earlier in the day, and they were late. So it made her late to this next wedding.
Oh, okay. So she had kind of a legit reason.
Yeah, but not good one. Like, don't book 2 weddings in a day if you can't 100% make it.
Right. You don't mess with that. That's
No.
someone's like special
The whole
day.
wedding was pushed back 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that poor bride. She was probably freaking out.
She was, but she handled it very gracefully. Very gracefully. But those are the two, like, that's it. Like, nothing. I've never seen any firearms out, shockingly.
Right. So that's like the most violent that you've seen.
The
fight.
fist fight, and it was real quick. It was like pushing, shoving, a little bit of swinging, but nothing like, nobody got knocked out. It was yeah, it was bad. But they were both like, alcohol was involved, and
Right.
yeah, maybe you should have gone over the best man speech if you were that worried about it. I don't know. Whatever.
So was the fight between the best man and the groom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. I can't even imagine.
All right, it is time to stump Steph. In the average household, this happens about 75 times a year. What is it? In the average household, this happens 75 times a year. And when it does happen, it's very frustrating. It's annoying. Definitely not the worst problem. It's a first world problem for sure. But this happens 75 times a year. I wouldn't call it a bad thing as much as I would call it like an annoying thing. This is tough.
Is it something that you have to pay to get repaired? Like the AC breaks, the toilet breaks?
No. Nope. Your AC better not be breaking 75 times a year.
Well, I was trying to think some kind of appliance or like something breaking down.
It involves, I don't know if you'd call this an appliance, but it does involve something electric.
Power goes out.
No. Again, your power better not be going out 75 times a year.
Yeah, that is a lot. It involves electric.
An electric thing.
Does it cost you money? Like you have to buy a new one?
Probably not. Just look around your house and see. How do I say that? How do I give you a hint without completely giving it away? You have one of these at your house. Matter of fact, you probably have a couple of these at your house. And it involves that. They're in different rooms, though. They're not in the same room.
Is it in the kitchen?
No.
Is it in the living room?
Yes.
So does it have to do with the TV?
Yes.
Ooh. The TV freezes.
No.
You have to reconnect your Roku stick.
No. No. Nope.
First world problem.
Yeah, it is a first world problem. Think of the actual TV. What would you do that would be annoying?
Oh, you lose the remote.
There we go.
Yeah.
The remote gets lost 75 times a year.
Wow. And it's always in between the couch cushions, isn't it? Every time.
Many times. Yes. I remember one time we couldn't find it, and I don't know what happened, but I brought it into the bathroom with me.
Huh.
And just left it in there. So it was like sitting.
And you didn't remember?
It was like sitting on the sink, and then we couldn't find the remote. I'm like, where is it? And it ended up being in the bathroom. I remember that day.
You just didn't want to. You wanted to keep watch on it. You didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, that was a weird day. All right. The number of households with one of these has increased by 86% in the last 10 years. This is another tough one. It wouldn't shock me if you don't get this. But the number.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
I wouldn't get this. I don't think so. I think you have to.
Is it an appliance?
No, it is not an appliance at all.
Something electric?
No.
Electronic?
No.
So it doesn't have to do with like the advancement of technology over the last however many years.
Nope. Just people have gotten one of these. 86% has increased by 86% in the last 10 years.
And people typically only have one in the whole house?
They could have multiple.
Do you have one?
Nope. Neither do you.
Do I have one? Okay. What room of the house is it in?
It could be living room, could be bedroom, could be even kitchen, I guess. Could be in the study if you have one of those, if you fancy. It's pretty versatile.
Is it something you use like for like fun activities?
Not really. You don't really use this thing at all. It's just
it just sits there?
It's just there.
Is it decorative?
I mean, no, not really.
So what is the purpose behind it if you're not really using it?
To look at.
You just kind of look at. So you just kind of like to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
A map of the United States.
No. No. Man. You know what? I'm just gonna give you a good hint because this is gonna be tough. It's a living thing.
Oh, a plant.
No.
A ficus.
I think that's a type of plant. No.
A living thing. Is it a pet?
Yep.
Oh, a fish tank.
Nope.
A hamster.
Nope.
An ant farm.
Nope. Come on, Steph.
So you have to feed it, but you don't really like play with it.
Yeah, I don't think many people play with these. I mean,
Is it like
I
a reptile?
Yeah.
A snake.
Nope.
Like a turtle?
There we
Really?
go. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so random.
Turtle ownership has increased by 86% in the last 10 years.
Put it in the history books. Turtles are booming in 2020.
The turtle industry is big right now. Like
All the rage.
I wish I knew 10 years ago. I would have invested in turtles if I knew how big this was going to be. How did he make all of his money? Oh, him? He has a turtle empire. Yeah.
He knew. He knew it was coming.
He did. All right, friends. Enjoy your day. Thanks for being here with us. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. We will see you tomorrow.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.